costs while living in Roatan, Honduras. So groceries in general are a little bit more expensive than probably where you're coming from. The reason is we have to import everything, and we have import duties of around 33% into the Bay Island. So anytime you go to the grocery store like Eldon's and you're buying imported food, even if it's like Kraft macaroni and cheese or Post cereals, anything of that nature, anything that is imported is going to cost around 30 to 50% more than what you are used to, which is one of the biggest shocks I think people have when they come to the island. They expect everything to be super cheap because you're in Honduras. The Bay Islands are, well, much different from the mainland, and any type of American or North American foods, we have to import them in. So we have your normal costs, but then we also have all of those import duties and transportation fees that you wouldn't normally have, like with the Post and the Kraft foods. So those are more expensive. What is cheaper is anything you can buy locally, which is wonderful, and it's great to support local. We have a great hydroponic farm, so we have great herbs, great lettuces, vegetables are plentiful, and they are, we probably spend $20 to $30 a week on veggies and fruits, and I have 2 children that will down a watermelon like it's their job. So we do spend, well, we go through a lot of fruits and vegetables and a lot of local items in our house, and spend, well, probably about half of what we would spend in the United States and in the state of Colorado, which is a very expensive state. So anything locally produced in Roatan is much cheaper for us. So all of those basics like your flour, your rice, anything that is produced on the island is a little bit cheaper. And what we do, we don't eat a lot of meat in our house, but if we do, we go direct to a butcher that is in Cox and Hole, or we go fishermen also. We can get beautiful fresh filleted tuna for around $8 to $9 a pound. You can get that a lot cheaper if it's not cleaned, but pay a couple extra dollars to have the meat cleaned, ready, good for you. It's wonderful. The steak on the island, we probably pay, it's around $5 to $6 a pound, just depending. If you do buy direct from Eldon's, the grocery store, you are paying a little bit more. Food costs do vary a bit, just depending on if it is locally sourced or if it is imported. Our biggest go-to with our family, we probably spend $300 to $500 a month on food for a family of 4, and I know that's a big range, and it usually just depends on what we're stocking up. We tend to put a lot of things in the freezer. We go direct to the port for when there's shrimp. We go direct. We don't buy the frozen stuff that you can get at the grocery stores. We do go direct. So we do save a good bit of money there, and we do try to eat as much locally sourced food as possible. And we don't really eat the processed American foods that cost a lot more. And you know, mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese costing $3 or $4 is kind of like, oh geez, it's an excuse not to eat it because it's really expensive on the island.